this top used to be all wuggly. It's not anymore. If I stand here and do this, the whole thing moves. It used to be that this part was not connected to this part, and you could woggle this part one way and woggle that part the other way. And since you have a solar panel on top of it, it tends to damage the solar panel. So I made this piece out of some leftover material that someone gave me, some kind of scrap stuff. And this back part keeps jumping off, so I'm making a second piece that'll fit right here, and it will hold that, kind of like a little finger that goes across there. And this is it right here. I've got this already cut. I'm welding this with my little Hobart welder, wire welder, because that's such thin metal that it would basically burn up if I welded it with a big welder. And I should be able to do this with a Okay, I think that'll stay on there now. The best way to test it out is take it for a ride. So, heck, let's take it for a ride. I'll go trail riding on it. What would happen before is that this top would get all cattywampus when I would go for a ride, and this thing would like fall off on one side. Wouldn't come all the way off, but it wouldn't sit on there steady. So generally when I go down through the woods and stuff is when it jumps around. You can see looking up there at it, it's kind of jumping around. And I often go down in here to, I have to drain tanks on the camper pretty regular, and I have the compost bin back here that I have to come down to. Well, that didn't work. I suspected that might happen. That's one reason I wanted to take it for a ride, because I'm not very good at welding with them wire welders. So, that answered that question. Now the next best thing I can do would probably be to try to shoot a couple of screws into that. Yeah, it didn't stick. So, you know, old Waylon Wire, if he's watching this, I'm pretty sure he's laughing now, because he welds. He just pulls out a thing and just welds like he's doing it in his sleep, and welds with his eyes closed. He's like those guys in the Western movies that sling the 6 guns, shoot all the bad outlaws. He's like that with a welding thing, But I'm not. I'm like the old guy hiding in the barn who don't want to get shot. So maybe I could just wire that on there. I got me some baling wire. If I put some baling wire on there, it makes me think of Waylon Wire. I'm sure named baling wire. Is his name baling wire? Yeah, the guy's got the old truck, the old Jimmy Hoffa. He's got the old truck that he got from Waylon Wire, and he's got a YouTube channel too. So, yeah, I could go get me some baling wire. Waylon Wire. Stick that on there like that. And you can laugh at me because of my welding skills. I can do really good with arc welder, but I can't weld that with arc welder. It was He's as soon as he sees this video, he will know that my wire welding skills are about as good as my chainsaw skills. I'll ask him about that, because he's got a chainsaw hanging up in the top of his garage and been washing his potatoes and didn't burn up in the big fire. He's got a chainsaw that I sent him that I used for 15, 20 years. Careful now, you fall him. Don't fall off. Try not to fall off now. Almost there. Hang on, hang on, hang on. What are we talking about? Waylon Wire. Waylon Wire. I can take some Waylon Wire. I'd have to put it up there good enough to stay. I might not have wire welding skills, but I got Waylon Wire skills. Ouch. I might be a little accident prone too. Bill don't see this job I'm doing on his old golf cart. I mean, this used to belong to Bill. He's particular. He sees me treating his golf cart like that. He'd be annoyed. He'd be very annoyed at me. So this is a comedy show. Sometimes I think I'm a bad influence on myself. But this will work better than trying to weld. Now, one thing I have to make sure I keep here is my ground. See, this golf cart grounds to that solar panel through this little piece of wire right here. And that is not, see, it used to ground by sitting on this here, but now I literally wrapped it up in this other wire. And I guess if it stops grounding, I'll know. By the way, that's an example of my excellent wiring skills too, so I can tell Waylon Wire. I'll make sure to tell Waylon Wire about all this, because he needs to see me doing badly from time to time, because, you know, if you think about things that are going on in his life, he had a truck burn up, he had another truck burn up, he had a motor blow, he had a truck fall off a lift. I already know the long list just goes on and on of misfortunes. If he sees me here doing very bad work like this, it'll make him feel better about what's going on in his life, I believe. Because he'll say, well, I'm not the only one, you know? I mean, maybe, I don't know, maybe if I loosen that wire, got it where it would lay right on top of that other piece, if I pulled it down like I was doing right there, maybe that would work. Maybe that would help. I'll sit y'all over here while I contemplate what I'm doing here. By the way, any of y'all that's expecting anything to be professional and well done here on my channel, you haven't already figured it out, you're on the wrong channel. You're going to go watch somebody else that knows what they're doing. Well, I won't say what knows what they're doing. I know what I'm doing. I'm just too haphazard and lazy to do it. Right? I do things wrong often, sometimes on purpose. If I broke that little piece out of there, that's right there, way, then this wire could lay down on top of that. It's supposed to. This whole thing could. And then I could pull it down high with this. Maybe that would hold it all together. Maybe. I want to go for a ride in wood and see. We can do that. By the way, I think I sold my other little boat motor this morning, you know, that little 6-horse that I had. I think somebody's coming to get it tomorrow morning. So I'll be kind of glad. You know, it's not a bad little motor. I don't mind having a good little extra motor, but the longer it sits around, the less it's going to be worth. And my thinking is, if I sell it now, I get more of my money back toward what I paid for it. And if I let it sit around for a year or 2 or 3. So, I've had some interesting experiences with Marketplace. I've actually made some friends out of people on Marketplace that I've met, and but I've had some others that are, I don't know. I don't know what gets in people. I don't know why people do the way they do. It's almost like they just get bored and they say, well, I'm just going to go on Marketplace. I'm going to tell some old guy I'm going to do something that I really ain't never going to do, but I'll get him to go down in the back barn and pick up them heavy Chevrolet heads and bring them up, because I'm going to tell him I'm on the way and I'll be there and I'm in a hurry to get back to church. And I want to be able to back out to his garage, throw them heads in the car and drive off with them. That old man, he'll get up middle of the night, he'll go down there in his PJs, he'll pick them big heavy heads up and he'll haul them up to the house, he'll set them up nice and pretty, and then I won't never show up, see, and then that'll show him. That'll teach him not to trust young fellers like me. Well, I'm not sure it's a young feller, but I don't. There might be some old fellers out there that'll do that way too. I don't know. So let's go. Oh, that didn't fall off, did it? I was sitting here chitter chattering, and I forgot we were doing a test ride. Let's ride around some more. This thing, actually, this golf cart's pretty fun to ride around on. And all. Yeehaw. We'll go up and down the road a little bit. We'll go fast. Pretty fast for a golf cart. Electric one and all. There's a house for sale down in yonder, way back in there, but I'm not going to take you down in there because y'all might see it and decide you want to come by it. And not that I'd mind having y'all for neighbors, but as long as I ain't got no neighbors, actually I don't have to worry about nobody driving by here and running over my little doggies. Like that one right there that's chasing me. You chasing me? Hey, you chasing me? Buddy. This ain't fell off yet. Go right around the house with it. Whee! You know, I'm easily amused. I could ride around like this all day long and just keep myself amused this way. By the way, I got something new the other day. I didn't show y'all this, I don't think. But before Larry left, he gave me some things. He gave me that Coca-Cola sign, and he gave me this old paddle. It says Navajo brand. And I'm pretty sure that came out of a sporting goods store somewhere or something. That's a neat little thing. It looks good sitting beside this. So, yeah, I'm happy to have that. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. All right, let's go right up around the house. The top ain't fell off yet. So, let's go right up around the house a little bit more. Woo. I got out and weed whacked all around here this morning. You can tell if you look. It looks good. I like that little weed whacker I got. All right, I'm going to go in here and grab my gas tank that I had using with that other motor, and I'm going to put it in this boat.